Alright everyone, welcome back to the Game Vault. As always, I am Captain Beefy and we are going to talk about the No Man's Sky 4.1 update. Fractal just came out today and there's a lot to go over, so let's cue up the music and we will get right to it. Alright, so first off, we've got Update 4.1, completely immerse yourself in an infinite universe with No Man's Sky Update 4.1 Fractal, introducing a catalog of your most incredible discoveries, a huge number of quality of life and accessibility improvements, gyroscopic control support, full support for PlayStation VR2, and more. And there's a lot going on to talk about today. So, along with the Fractal update, we've got the Utopia Expedition, and I will be starting a series on getting through that tonight. I've already filmed one episode for it, so it looks like a fun expedition, and it's got some great rewards, and we're going to take a look at some of those as we go through everything that this new update is offering. So one of the new things we've got is under the catalog and guide, Wondrous Discoveries, where you can browse through and it'll show you your most bizarre and most interesting discoveries, as far as like your largest herbivorous creature, the most ancient tree you found, the most paradise-like planet. It'll give you the hottest planet, the coldest planet, all these different things on there, which is pretty neat and kind of cool. I mean, we'll see what it looks like in game. I haven't really looked at any of this stuff yet. Improved HDR lighting, color grading for high dynamic range displays has been completely reworked. Let's take a look at it here. This shows you the before and the after. It brings the hues and tones of the universe closer to the look of standard dynamic range display, while still enhanced by brilliant lights and the intense shadows of HDR. Definitely a lot better looking and a lot more detail available, especially back around here in the distance where that you have all that bright light. Everything kind of washes out in the before and the after. Much nicer looking. So here's the new ship that they're showing us, the Utopia Speeder Starship. It says complete the full program of the Utopia Foundation assignments, and that is the expedition, of course, to receive the exclusive Utopia Speeder Starship. This versatile craft is plated with radiation-resistant armor and engineered with an aerodynamic profile for agility during atmospheric flight. So it's supposed to be like a planet-exploring ship, something that's going to allow you to go at high speeds while you're on the surface of the planet, which is kind of cool. Interested in getting this. I can't wait to finish the expedition, so I have this in my grimy little hands and can give it a spin. We'll take a good look at it. We'll soup it up and give it all the upgrades you can get. I don't know what class it is when you get it. I don't know anything about it, so that's going to be a fun one to learn about. And I'm not sure if this is going to be a new class of ship, that we're going to see more of these, maybe if not today, then down the road, with different designs on it and stuff like that, or if this is just going to be a single ship that you can download onto your different save files once you complete the expedition. It reminds me a little bit of the snow speeders from the Star Wars game, or the Star Wars universe, like during the what was it, the Empire Strikes Back, when they were on Hoth and they were fighting the big walkers and all that. That's what it kind of reminds me of from the look of it. So pretty sweet looking ship, loving it. Next up, talking about PlayStation VR2, which I got one of those coming for me here soon. I can't wait to try this game out in VR. Launching together with the new PSVR2 hardware, No Man's Sky is a more immersive virtual reality experience than ever. Travelers can explore the universe in up to 4K resolution, pilot ships, and wield multi-tools with the new ergonomic Sense controllers, and benefit from a vast number of gameplay and quality of life improvements. Yeah, I can't wait. That's all I can say. And to my Switch friends, especially you, Titus, you're going to love this one. Nexus missions are now available on the Switch. For the first time, you can sign up at the Space Anomaly to undertake challenging missions for Priest Entity Nada and Specialist Polo. The Nexus interface offers an ever-updating selection of missions at specific locations, ranging from discovery to combat to base building and so much more. You see I do those weekend mission videos here from time to time. Every day with a bonus at weekends, the Nexus offers a new mission rewarding Quicksilver. Polo's Quicksilver Synthesis Companion will be pleased to exchange a special currency for a wide range of exotic collectibles. And in the Nexus, that's also where you collect your rewards for like expeditions and so forth. So you finish the expedition on every single save, you can collect the rewards from the Quicksilver dude, which is awesome. Some more great news. Got clear game options. They're now available from the opening screens of the game, allowing you to tweak settings such as volume and resolution before loading into gameplay. Options have been reorganized for ease of use, and clarifying descriptions have been added to explain the function of each option. See it right down here. I always thought that was kind of weird that I had to get into the game before I could mess with the options, especially, it just kind of weirded me out. So that's a neat little option there. And it shows you some of the different stuff there. It looks like there's a lot more display options than there were before. That might be for PC. I don't know for PlayStation, but we will take a closer look at it with the PlayStation. So here's another cool thing from the expedition. The Fearsome Visor. Utopia settlers will receive this exclusive appearance customization. The Fearsome Visor. Strike dread into the hearts of your foes with this oxide-strengthened helmet. Very Kylo Ren looking, or the Royal Guard, I forget what they were called in the new series. I wasn't a big fan of it, but it does have a Star Wars feel, much like that little speeder does, so pretty cool. Pretty cool. The PSVR visual quality. The universe looks crisper and more beautiful in PSVR2 with higher quality textures, improved particle rendering, terrain tessellation effects. Yeah, is that a word? I said it. Increased planetary details, increased draw distances, and much more. These improvements, combined with support for AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2.0 technology on PlayStation technology, create the best looking PSVR experience yet. I really can't wait to get in there and see what it looks like firsthand. So now, Twitch rewards. I've gotten a lot of these in the past. There were, I think I've participated in at least 3 of these drop sessions here. So tune into Twitch streams of No Man's Sky to earn in-game rewards. Sign up and link your platform accounts on the Twitch drops page. Then watch other travelers explore the Fractal update to earn special companions, starships, appearance modifications, exotic base parts, and more. Visit the Quicksilver Synthesis Companion aboard the Space Anomaly to redeem Twitch rewards. That's the same guy that you turn in your Quicksilver for, and that's the same guy that you go to for your gifts that you get from completing expeditions. So looking, if these are the awards, it looks like we get a funky little multi-tool, some flags, and this is an older one. That was from an older mission, I know. But companions, all kinds of stuff. Cool little ship. Alien structure ambiance. A deeper sense of mystery surrounds ancient portals, plaques, and monoliths with the addition of ambient mist and dramatic new visual effects upon activation. This looks a lot more green than it used to, where it was a little bluer. Pretty sweet looking, but the mist and all that, the particle effects, definitely an upgrade. Brings this game more into the next-gen look of games than it was. Even though it did get a PS5 update, this is even better now. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Virtual reality overhaul. The experience of playing in VR has been improved across the board. When playing with a controller tracked in each hand, the personal force field will move attached to your non-dominant hand, allowing you to reflexively and intuitively deflect enemy fire. Mission locations and power hotspots are more intuitive to pinpoint with revamped target sweep and hotspot surveying controls for the analysis visor. That's going to be cool when you have the VR setup as far as tracking that stuff down, because it can be a little tedious sometimes it seems like you're going in the direction of a gas or a mineral or an electrical source, and you run for a little bit and then you stop, and then all of a sudden it's off to the left or the right. So it'd be kind of neat to see how it works. Dynamic resolution scaling. So dynamic scaling on the PS5 invisibly adapts your display resolution during play, ensuring a smooth frame rate at all times and a significant improvement to visual quality in situations such as spaceflight. Transitioning between deep space exploration and low altitude flight is now completely seamless and hitch-free. Now this is good because I had a couple of the guys telling me in some of the videos and all that, and I've noticed it myself when watching them back, like, I'm hoping this fixes the issue when you go into the pulse drive and, you know, you got all those lines flying past you. It seems like the resolution of the game gets very pixelated and it drops significantly, and it looks pretty terrible for the most part. So I'm hoping this fixes that a little bit, as well as kind of like the bleaching out of colors when you're coming into an atmosphere and stuff like that. And we'll have to see how it looks on tape once I get an opportunity to make some new videos. Let's see. VR base building. Constructing a base in virtual reality is more intuitive than ever. Placement options now appear wherever you look, and you can select a position by pointing to it. Base parts can now be recolored in VR to enhance your base's aesthetic with the full range of colors and materials. So that's going to be interesting building in, you know, I can see the flying, I can see the exploring and all that. I never really thought much about the building in VR, so I'm curious to see how that works. Is it going to be that smooth? I mean, it might be. It might be pretty neat. You know, and here we see some of the color options and all that, and the little disembodied hands that always freak me out in these kind of games. Catalog treasures. Your most lucrative treasures, from leather-bound anthologies to eldritch bioanomalies, are now recorded in the wonder section of the catalog. Planetary glitches such as electric cubes and bubble clusters are also counted here as you retrieve them from exotic biomes. So we got treasures, collected glitches, planet records, fauna records, flora, you know, neat stuff there. Shows you some of these different cool things that you find once in a while. The VR Galaxy map, navigating and selecting warp destinations in the VR Galaxy map has been improved, and it is now possible to travel through the center of the galaxy in VR. I didn't realize it was not possible before, but I guess it is now, so cool. Can't wait to traverse that map. I wonder how cool it'll be. I wonder, oh man, it would be neat if you were like in the middle of it and it surrounded you as you turned your head. That would really be cool. So that's a experience I'm absolutely looking forward to. We got some new accessibility features. A significant number of new game options allow you to customize your experience for accessibility and ease of use. New options include a range of tools to adjust visual effects, cameras, and controls for the most comfortable experience possible. Specific settings include a setting for the analysis visor to automatically scan flora, fauna, and minerals when centered on screen without requiring a second simultaneous button push. Moment of silence for that one. That's going to be great. I am definitely setting that up. That's just a nice quality of life thing, and it's annoying having to hold down that other button. In addition to existing HUD scale option, some menu text can now also be enlarged to increase readability, especially from a distance. So, you know, if you're sitting real far from your TV, or if you're old and blind like me, you can make it a little bit bigger so you can read it from a little farther away. And, you know, it doesn't look like it's huge by any stretch of the imagination, but the size difference is probably significant enough to make a difference. Holographic Friend. Contributors to the Utopia Communal Habitation Project will receive this exclusive holographic base part, providing eternal friendship to even the loneliest of bases. So there we go. We can just chit-chat with our little Gek buddy there. Too bad. I wonder if there's options on what it looks like or what race it is. Be kind of curious to see that. Customizing your gameplay, the player character may now be shown on the right side of the screen, operating a multi-tool with their left hand. The auto-rotation behavior of the third-person camera can be disabled, allowing complete manual control of the camera rotation, and network privilege can be set for which players are permitted to access the contents of your refiner, and the game language may now be set from within No Man's Sky independently of your system language. So Southpaws, be happy. Look at that. That's what a Southpaw looks like playing. There's normal person, Southpaw. Normal person, Southpaw. Okay, I don't think I can call them not normal. But in any case, pretty cool. You know, hey, I'm all for it. And it shows you some of the different languages being used in-game, which is sweet. Quality of life. A Polish Pass has improved quality of life across a wide range of gameplay features. Quick change allows base parts such as refiners to be fully refueled with a single button push. Oh, that's awesome. The system for synchronizing the contents of your refiner in multiplayer has been completely reworked for reliability and stability. So I'm wondering if that Like, I've noticed if I'm on multiplayer and I'm using refiners and I leave the area, they will empty the refiner sometimes. So I'm wondering if that's what they're talking about there. I'm going to have to test that out because it would be frustrating. You walk a little too far away from your refiner, you come back, and now it's empty and you've lost a lot of resources. That sucks. An emergency warp button will now allow you to reset your position in your freighter to rescue any ambitious builders who have become caught within the freighter base. That's neat. So yeah, I've had that happen where I'm inside the base and something happens, something stupid happens, and now I'm stuck. And it's been a long time since that happened. It was probably shortly after that big revamp to the freighters occurred, but it did cause me some issues, and I had to reload. So the emergency warp thing's pretty sweet. I kind of like that. Look at that quick charge. Fully charged technology with this element. Can't wait to try that out. New VR options when exploring on foot or piloting your ship in VR. The distance of the user interface and heads-up display can now be fine-tuned to your exact preference to maximize physical comfort. While playing PS4 VR using a DualShock 4, you may now use motion controls to operate the cursor in menus. All VR players can now adjust the intensity of the vignette effect at the edge of your vision to suit your individual comfort level. Alright, that's cool. Robo Warden Companion. The Utopia Foundation provides its most hardworking settlers with an exclusive hovering valet, the Robo Warden. This electronic companion is programmed to be meticulous and dependable as it assists you on your journey. So this is kind of like the little dude we have hanging out at the base that you can get with Quicksilver now, but he's going to follow you around, which is interesting. Now, I'll be honest, I've got the the Minotaur suit follow me around sometimes, or the Sentinel guy, the Blue Sentinel, and they tend to be annoying and get in the way and just overall don't really add anything to the game. So I'm interested to see. It says he's meticulous and dependable and will assist me in my journey. I want to see what that's about. Will he be worth having and keeping around, or is it just going to be another quote-unquote companion that just ends up getting in your way and annoying you? So back to the PSVR2, the headset feedback, subtle headset vibrations in the PSVR2's elevate sensory feedback to a new level of immersion. The visor will echo the quaking of the earth as titan worms thunder from the soil. Experience your cockpit rumble around you as you breach planetary atmosphere. Feel the blast of nearby lightning strikes, volcanic eruptions, and other terrestrial phenomena. The strength of these vibrations can be tuned to your preferences in the option menu. That sounds cool, but it also sounds like you could suck and maybe give you a headache. I don't know what I'm willing to give it a try. I don't know what I think about it, but I mean, the thought of your controllers rumbling in your hands and your head rumbling as you're entering the atmosphere, it's kind of neat. I'm going to admit it's kind of neat, but will it be something that just gets annoying after a while? I guess time will tell. A trace of metal on Switch. More good news for you Switch users. For the first time on Nintendo Switch, delve into the secrets of the Sentinels in the story-driven mission, A Trace of Metal. Collaborate with Iteration Tethys, befriend a drone, and steal powerful Sentinel technology to upgrade your Minotaur exocraft in areas. And that's what I was just talking about, how you can get him to have his own AI and follow you around and assist you in fights. Pretty neat. And there's the dude you're going to look for on the anomaly. Good old fish face. More Switch stuff. Motion controls on PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. Stick input can now be enhanced with gyroscopic motion sensor control. Achieve effortless precision when aiming at enemies with the multi-tool and feel fully immersed as you tilt your hands to scan fauna with the analysis visor. Motion controls can be enabled and disabled for individual contexts, and the sensitivity and smoothing can be fine-tuned in the options menu. It's pretty cool. Especially cool for the Switch. Moving on, we've got tactile PSVR2 controls. Touch and manipulate the universe around you with the individually tracked PSVR2 Sense controllers. Feel individual bolts click beneath your finger as each is released from your boltcaster barrel. When your multi-tool begins to overheat, reactive feedback begins to resist your pull on the trigger. Dramatic moments such as launching your Starship vibrate your hands and headsets together, placing you directly in the center of the action. That's cool. Smoke and wreckage effects. Here's some more cool stuff like around the monoliths and all that. Ambient smoke and fog now surround colossal archives and swirls through abandoned planetary structures. The smoking and sparking of damaged machinery and crashed freighters has been updated with atmospheric new visual effects. And you can see those sparks are popping a lot more than they used to. They just kind of dripped around before. But you got all that smoke and all that. Really neat looking. Really neat looking. Look at those lightning bolts up there. Absolutely loving it. Milestone titles. Celebrate your journey milestone progress with dozens of new titles available at the appearance modifier. See, Connoisseur, looking good. Here's one. This one makes me happy. Expanded Starship fleets. Grow and diversify your ship collection with 3 additional slots, raising the maximum fleet size to 12. When I started playing, it was 6. Then they put it up to 9. Now it's up to 12. So essentially, it's doubled since I started playing. 12 ships is a lot of ships, and I'm sure you little ship hounds like me are going to fill those 12 slots up in a heartbeat. So have at it and have fun. And that's especially great with that new ship that just came out. If you have 9 ships already, you're not going to have to go, oh, which ship am I going to get rid of to keep this one? Nope. You can keep it and have room for 2 more. So, bully for you. We got patch notes here. There's a whole bunch of fixes related to VR, a lot of stuff on the wonders, the gyro controls, options, rendering and optimizations, UI and quality of life, yada, yada, yada. Bug fixes. I mean, look at all this. I'm not reading it all off. If you want to see it, I'll leave a link down below in the description so you can go here yourself and look through the patch notes. Tell me what you think of this new update in the comments below. I'm real curious to hear what your thoughts are. I'm excited about it. It sounds like all good and no bad. It's not going to be divisive like the last one was. What was the Waypoint update, which changed the basic structure of ships and stuff so that you can't double up on technology as well as on your suit and your multi-tool and everything else, so it kind of hindered people on that. And then he added those buffed slots, those supercharged slots to make up for it, and that kind of helped things out and calm down the community a little bit. This one doesn't look like it really has anything divisive or questionable in it, so I think this is going to be very well received. I'm going to get back to the expedition right now. Please leave a like on the video if you found it entertaining at all, enjoyed it at all. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.